Hi, good morning. Um, I thought I would update you a couple of things that appointments I've had and hospital admissions recently. So those who've been following would be aware that I finished my chemotherapy 3 weeks today. Not yesterday, sorry, 3 weeks yesterday. Um, which is great. I've had also had the phone call from my PET scan to say that there is no residual lymphoma left in any of the lymph nodes, which is great. So I went back to work last week, Monday to Friday. Now my consultant reckoned I should have been off for another few weeks at least because of my weakened immune system. Sure enough, Saturday came. Well, I felt really tired on the Friday at work, and I came home, had a bath, went straight to bed. Early night for me. Woke up Saturday, tired, done a few jobs, had a little sleep on the needed a little sleep on the afternoon. Woke up and I just did not feel right. Um, and I felt sickly, really tired, bloated. I thought something's not right. Anyway, I thought I'm going to go to bed early again. Just not right. Um, then I thought I better check my temperature just in case, because those of you been going through chemo know, if you have a high temp of 38, you're supposed to go to A&E. Anyway, my temp was 36 odd. Kept doing it a few times. Then I got another one, 38, and I thought, oh, 38. It's 3 weeks, nearly 3 weeks post chemo. Do I still need to go to A&E? So I thought I better ring the 111 service just for advice. Anyway, I got a GP ring me back, and they surely enough said, yeah, you do need to go to A&E. Um, those who have this wait in A&E, oh, nightmare. Um, by that point, by the time the GP rang me back and afterwards, I actually started to vomit in the toilet. So I was vomiting profusely in the toilet. And also started diarrhea as well. So it was coming both ends. Was took to A&E, was sat there, and those people who've ever had to sit in A&E feeling absolutely awful, running to the toilet, hoping that you're not making horrible sounds, embarrassing yourself. I don't want to go too into it, but it was very embarrassing. Um, Anyway, I got seen pretty quickly this time. Those who've seen when I had my infection following my lymph gland removal, um, I waited hours and hours and hours on my own in there. I was seen pretty quickly, probably due to the fact I was immunocompromised, um, and I had D&V, and it's obviously not good to have someone sat in the waiting room with D&V. Anyway, she was considering antibiotics and fluids. She took my blood. I did say to her, well, I've had my blood already a few days before, and my white cells were fine. So she had another look. She said, oh, well, in that case, I'll hold off the antibiotics because there's no point giving you them if you don't need them. Just gave me fluids. Um, was going to keep me in overnight. She said, I can't let you go home until you've I had something to eat and drink and kept it down. Now, I really could not force myself to eat at all. I'd already ate that day and it came back up and it was horrible. Um, but I was drinking loads of water. My kidney function was off because I was dehydrated, but I was so thirsty I just couldn't stop drinking. Um, and luckily I did keep it down. So I was probably there in total about 3 hours. So it was early hours of the morning when she came in and said, "Have you managed to eat or drink?" I said, "I haven't ate, but I have drank loads," and I'd kept it down. And I was feeling better, looking better. She said, "You look much better." I said, "I feel a bit better. Um, just go home." So I went home. Um, that was Sunday. I spent a bit day in bed on Sunday. Just was weak. No appetite. Still had diarrhea. I had diarrhea till this is a horrible thing to talk about, but this is nature. This is the reality of things, being ill. Nurses always talk about this stuff. Um, so Monday came. I thought I better not go into work. Um, I sent my message to my boss, said, because you're supposed to be 48 hours post your last episode, before you go into work. So I messaged my boss. My boss said, "Yeah, people have had it here." So I clearly caught it at work. Now I think to myself, do I put myself at risk here by going into work, even though I'm just doing admin duties at the minute? I'm not going to see patients. I thought, no, it's not worth my safety. So I contacted my consultant. My specialist nurse rang me back, said, "Yeah, you're right. I'll do you a sick note for another couple of. How long do you want?" I said, "Just 2 weeks will do at the minute." She said, "Well, ring me back in 2 weeks and we'll review it." Um, so yeah, that's where I'm at the minute. I'm back off work. Um, I would work from home, but there's really not a lot for me to do, and I'd have to go back into work to get my laptop because I've took it into work. So anyway, I got a phone call from oncology at a different hospital because they're doing my radiotherapy. Those who know the Freeman Hospital in Newcastle, I've got a brilliant cancer care unit there. So I've been in today and seen a lovely consultant, very very nice, and a medical student was actually visibly showed me my scans, which was amazing because I've wanted to see them. Nobody's ever. They've told me what the results are. Nobody's ever showed me. And it's absolutely amazing the contrast from before having the chemo, seeing all the little sites. Now I thought it was just one site, and then I was told it was two sites. Actually, there's various little dots here and there you can see on the scans. Looking at the previous chemo and after chemo is it blew my mind. Like seeing all those areas and then absolutely nothing on the next scan was it cheered me up and confirmed, I'm heading in the right direction. But it's just amazing what things can do. So all of these, things that side effects that I've had to go through, they've been worthwhile. Now, I know, as a nurse, I know it can come back, blah blah blah. It's less likely to come back in somebody with lymphoma, and the success rate's very high. I know all that. So, I signed the consent forms today. I can't wait to get started. I need to be fitted with a mask. Now, what I'm going to have is 2 weeks, Monday to Friday, of radiotherapy. So I'll have to go in every day for about an hour. Now, the treatment itself only takes about 15 minutes, but I guess it's all the setting up and stuff like that and waiting around that takes the time. So yeah, that's going to be every day for 2 weeks. So this in the next week, I'll be go back in and I'll have a mask sorted out for me because I'll need a mask because obviously they only want radiation in the areas that's needed. Um, so my dose is the lowest dose you can have radiotherapy. My consultant was telling me the side effects you should get should be quite minimal compared to other people that you may have seen in the community when I was a district nurse. And I was like, okay, that's good. Um, so that's good. That's really, really positive. So I'm just waiting for contact from the hospital to go in to get me fitted for my mask. Now we did say you can work because I am thinking after 2 weeks I'll go back to work. I have to get back into a routine. I have to be out there with germs and build my immune system back up somehow. So yeah, I'm hoping to go and have my treatment and work at the same time because I need to get back into it. Anyway, on the other side of things, I have had another appointment next week for a flexible sigmoidoscopy. Now, for those who don't know, that is a camera into your colon. Um, and I have seen this done when I was a student nurse many, many years ago. Um, for those who've seen the PET scan results, it did show that there was changes in what they're saying is a possible polyp in my bowel, in my lower bowel. So they need to look at that, just to check it's nothing sinister or going to change into something sinister, and hopefully capture it early if it is anything at all. Because what they said is it could be some inflammation that showed up on the PET scan as well. So they don't know. I haven't had any changes in bowel habits, which is one of the signs of sinister things happening in your bowel. But we'll just wait and see. Let's keep positive. I'll have that camera um, on next Tuesday, and I'll hopefully put that to bed. Um, but yeah, that's where I'm at the minute. So thank you for staying in touch and contacting me, and I'll be in touch when I have any further updates.